All right, we're up to number 24. Number 24 is why God created evil. Why is there evil in the world? Uh, that's the most difficult question we can answer. A little bit like suffering, but it's a little bit different. Why is there evil in the world? The basic, simple answer is like that. That unless there was... Well, let me rephrase it. There's no such a thing as... there's no evil that comes originally from good. Meaning, when God created the world, there was no evil. Then He created the potential for evil. He had to create darkness, forces. He created first light and then darkness. Why? Because with that darkness, with that, so to speak, evil, what appears evil, it's what enables men to have free choice. Without evil, and let's translate evil as God being hidden, this is really what it is, because if things were revealed, we'll see that all evil really comes, achieves some good, does good in the world. We don't understand it because we're not God, but if we could understand, then we'll understand that there is no such thing as evil, that all evil and suffering is all an illusion. And that's what we'll see when Moshiach comes, when God reveals Himself. We'll see the big picture. But the basic understanding is why is there darkness, why is there evil, why is there those evil forces, is in order for us to have free choice. Not only to have free choice, but also to understand that there is two paths in life. There's the right and the wrong. There's going close to God and going away from God. So unless I have evil, I won't be able to make that choice. It's going close to God, away from God. Now, another thing is that good and evil are it's teach me about how powerful I am. Unless God created good and evil, the force of good and good evil, we will not be able to understand how powerful we are as human beings. I have, as human being, the potential to hurt and even kill another person. It's crazy. And on the other side, I have the potential to save someone else's life. I can build or destroy, just like God. We're supposed to emulate God. So how do we emulate God? By this power, by the power of free choice. So evil, or the potential for evil, has to exist, at least in illusion, for us to understand, wow, I matter, what I do matters, what I do affects the world. So unless I have the concept of evil or darkness, I won't be able to experience that. So evil really is a hidden light. The whole purpose of evil, as the Ramchal say, eventually is to be able to experience God on even a high level than later. If we live in a cave for a few days, and you go outside, the light you're going to experience outside now is going to become much brighter and greater and more powerful than the light I experienced before entering the cave. This is just natural, and one of the reasons, therefore, the world goes in so much darkness, and now we're coming to as the ends of time, is the Ram. Many opinions say that it's going like that on purpose. God shapes it so that we are stuck, just like at the Red Sea. It looked like we're all gonna die, and the Egyptians are there, and we're by the sea, and just that at that moment, the greatest miracles happen. The sea splits and all that. We want to experience God is making a show, so to speak, a spiritual show. Is making a show where at the end is like the greatest amazement and explosion of miracle and mind-boggling experience of the whole picture, and that's why it looks very dark at certain moments. Very often when someone experiences evil, he is at the point where he can reach something very deep. But again, one has to be aware of what it is that it's not easy to find out what it is I can accomplish at those moments. But I can touch into God. I have to connect to God in those moments. But the main thing to understand is that the reason there's evil is because there's a purpose to the world, because I need to have a power of free choice, and that my choice should matter. And if we understand things like that, we understand there's no really such a thing as pure evil, There might be some pain and suffering, but it's not evil per se. As we said before, suffering can clean you, can be positive, and therefore evil is not really evil. It's also positive. It's just a hidden light. So let's be aware every day, when whatever we do, that every second, some people are terrified of God. They do something wrong. You should not be terrified of God to do something. You should be terrified of yourself to do something wrong, because you cause so much damage when you do something wrong. Your soul, your body is very small, but you can affect the world. And how we know one man can kill 6 million people, like Noah Weinberg said, and one man can save 6 million people. So we have tremendous power, and that force of evil is what enables us to recognize that power and to use it. But so we should all be able to use our powers for the positive, to come close to God, and Chas v'shalom not to destroy and use the forces of evil.